Brad Johnson here from johnson.audio, and today I'm going to talk to you about your musical arrangements and how it's probably one of the most important things to consider when making your song. Now, the first thing that you naturally want to gravitate towards when you want to make your music better is mixing and mastering. People think that this is the dark art. This is the thing that's going to make your production professional. And really, mixing is probably the thing when you're about 80% done. You know, if you are able to push your faders up, the music should already feel and move and have that motion to it. And the way that's going to happen is through your arrangements. Now, a good dynamic arrangement would probably look like, you want to look like you're starting at the bottom of a mountain and you're climbing up that mountain. I actually recently signed on with a publisher out of New York City for musical licensing, and the thing that they want from you is stuff that moves, stuff that has kind of like that climactic build. So you got to think about that for your arrangement. That's not going to be your mix. It's not going to be your master. That's all going to be an arrangement. You got to think about that. And so obviously some songs, if you're like in a pop rock band or you're in a punk band, it's just like balls to the wall from the beginning to the end. There's not a whole lot of dynamics happening. There might not be a whole lot of arrangement changes within that, but you can still add in stuff, take stuff away to really create that push and pull within your music. And that's what makes a professional recording a professional recording. I challenge you to go and listen to some modern pop. If you're not into modern pop, I don't care. Go and listen to it and just listen to all the little intricacies that are there. And think about the fact that there's so much space, yet there's so much stuff happening. You can hear all the reverbs, you can hear all the delays, you can hear all this stuff just going on within the production that just really makes it just something else. Look past the songwriting, look past, if it's a teen artist or whatever it is. I personally love all that music, but I'm telling you, go listen to it and just listen to what's going on the sides of the production. Listen to like the layers and the snare, listen to the layers and the vocals, and just really pay attention. And that's all arrangement. That's all composition. That's, obviously there's really good mixing, there's really good mastering, all that to it, but really, the mixing is not creating all of the arrangement techniques to it. And that's really what's making those songs pop. And so, I would say that arrangement is even more important than your mic choice. It's more important than your room. You can get away with a lot if you make a really interesting arrangement, because that's what's going to attract the listener, and that's what's going to make the listener want to listen to more and hear the song unfold. I actually just had a friend of mine listen to a mix I did on this production I'm doing, and he really, the first thing he said was, I love how the music moves. It's always going somewhere. And that's a great, great compliment. More than just, it sounds good. Like, it took him on that journey that I was hoping the arrangement would do. And so, really when you're focusing in on your music production and you're trying to make your songs better, your productions better, your recordings better, it really comes down to your arrangement. Another thing, to quick note about arrangement, is you got to think about where stuff is sitting in the frequency range. You want to try to have all of the frequency range represented within your song, and not just one instrument is going to be able to do that. So really think about what's going on in your low end and your low mids, your high mids, and your highs, and really think about the instruments that you're placing there, because really the more of the EQ spectrum that you're representing within your production, the bigger your song is going to feel. Don't believe me? Like, seriously, go into a mix, if it's your mix or maybe it's a practice mix you found on the internet, and mute the drums, mute the bass, and feel what happens to the song. Yeah, you're gonna have this big pocket that's open, but it's not gonna feel as tall anymore. When you add back in that kick and you add back in that bass, you'll feel it extend into your stomach. Do the same thing with just an equalizer and just kind of start doing a low pass filter and start sweeping away those highs and feel how everything starts to shrink. And that's just another tip for you in arranging, is just to figure out where stuff is in the equalizer spectrum and just make sure to try to represent that. That's my quick rant for you today. Arrangement, arrangement, arrangement. It's so much more important than mixing and mastering. Even your mic choice, even the gear you're using in preamps, it's all about the arranging. I know some really quality records like Bon Iver's For Emma Forever Ago was done on an M-Box, and I think an SM57, and that is an awesome, awesome album. And he did it in a cabin. The room wasn't perfect, but the arrangements and stuff and the performances were all awesome, and it's a classic. So I hope you got something out of this. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button. It helps me get these videos out to more people. To all my other subscribers, I appreciate your continued support. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions, just want to reach out and say hello. I love to hear from you. Again, my name is Brad Johnson at johnson.audio. where I just want to help you create music that people love. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.